and welcome to the A Little Knitty podcast. My name is Maribel.
I'm Jen.
And I'm Jamie.
And today we're bringing you our July podcast.
Yeah.
So,
And we have a special guest today. We have expanded the table and added somebody new. Tell us who you are besides your name, which you already have done.
I am Jamie Lomax, the owner-designer of Pacific Knit Co. I design modular colorwork patterns that encourage knitters to get creative and challenge themselves to learn something new, work outside the box, but within a structure to kind of customize their own thing, mix and match colorwork, and really just kind of make something that they never thought they could before.
I love that. That's like the perfect explanation of what you do. And she's created these amazing decks. If you haven't seen the Doodle decks, there's 4 now?
There are 4.
Yes. Yeah. And there will be a soon to be added 5th. And yeah, they are so fun. And I will definitely be chatting about these in my cast-on-itis later today.
Yes.
So let's talk about what we finished, because I know we had, last time we had some things that we wanted to finish. What did you finish?
yeah, so I finished my little koala.
So cute.
So this was a class back in April,
Yeah.
and I hadn't worked on it since the class, and then yesterday I was like, I just need to finish things.
I just need to, I need a win.
Yeah.
Aw.
It took all of 30 minutes to put it together. And yeah, and then I did the classic look, husband. Well, I told my kids first, this is not a toy.
It really looks like a toy.
It was so cute. But I was like, you guys can't have this. And then I showed it to my husband. He's like, can I have it? And I was like, here you go.
But if the girls had asked, you'd be like, no.
Yeah. So yeah,
I love him.
so
He's
cool
super
it's
cute.
done. And I found and finished
This has been in the works for a while.
for over a year.
Does it fit, Sophia?
I think so.
Okay.
Did you upsize it a bit because it's taken a year?
Yeah. So I used these So Faded pint size pattern from Andrea Mowry, but I didn't fade anything. Yeah, I bought it last year in May, casted it on, decided to restart to do a bigger size. And then the last time I saw it was probably February when we did our podcast, because I put it in a bag, in
And
a box,
shoved it someplace.
in a tote,
Yeah.
in a van, down by the
Down by
river.
the
That's the way.
And again, I just needed a win. I just needed a sleeve.
Yeah.
And so then I dug it out and I finished it. So
I see ends.
I finished it according. We talked about this.
I know.
I should ask, what is the definition of finish?
So finish means off the needles.
Yes.
So I blocked this one. I still have to graft it. Does that
That's
have
finished.
to
That's
put back on the needles though?
Oh, that's true. Technically.
I'm gonna call this a finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, goodness.
The last thing,
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't think this would be finished.
this was like a big focus for me.
Sparkly.
Yeah.
So this is the Breathe and Hope shawl by Casapinka.
Yes.
And I'm using my Purple Skies fade on my sparkle base, and then I do have yarn left over from when I did 100 skein, so I had a sparkly one. I was like, I just want black.
Yeah. Yeah, the black has sparkles too.
Yeah.
I love it. The Purple Skies has sparkles. Yes. Okay.
It's sparkle on sparkle.
It's sparkle on sparkle. I'm very impressed, because I think last time I was like, are you going to finish that by next time? And she's like, no. like, don't put that pressure on me. I need the pressure. I need peer pressure. So,
Well, it's the colors.
Yeah.
It made me feel like it's outer spacey.
It does look spacey.
And so that's the only reason I finished it.
yes.
And
Okay.
it's not blocked.
Blocking and weaving in ends will
Don't
come
count.
soon.
That's what you said. It didn't count.
Yeah. And it's summer,
It's
so
See
like-
how we have to make ourselves feel bad about ourselves.
I do have one that is blocked and woven in all the ends.
That's
so
impressive.
It's like it's done.
it's done. That's what, so cross stitching, when you're finished stitching the pieces, it's called a finished object. But when you frame it or make it into a pillow, it's a fully finished object.
Okay.
I like that
That's
word.
fully finished. This is finished. I like
Well,
that.
so as a designer, though, that one technically is going out for test tomorrow, which means the design is not fully finished.
That's true.
The sample is, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
so it's just
so
FO'd,
excited.
but not FFO'd.
FFO.
Yeah.
Well, I have a FFO that I like tried so hard to finish this. I think I was knitting on it last time, and I was going to go to H&H last week, and I sat like all night and finished this so I could wear it at H&H, and then it was too hot and I had to take it off like immediately because I had like a river of sweat down my back.
Oh, no.
It's cotton, but it just, when it's like 80 out, like
Was it 80
yeah,
in Chicago?
yeah. It was muggy.
What is the pattern?
Kutarr tea, and it was just really fun to knit. I did it a little bit on the shorter side. It called for short sleeves. I usually turn everything into short sleeves, but it actually called for short sleeves. And yeah, I absolutely love it. Somebody did stop me when I was wearing it, and I was like, is that a love note? I'm like, no, it's a Kutarr tea.
It kind of looks like a love note.
Yeah, I think
can
it's
see
like
that.
the lace through here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is with cotton silk tweed, a yarn that we carry here in the shop, and I'm very excited to finish it. And ends woven in and blocked. I blocked it the night before I flew out, so like I was like
right there.
I'm gonna get this done.
Did you have to like blow dry it a little bit?
I had a fan and the heater on, like
Angled.
heater this way, fan this way, and like cross breeze. Yeah, I was going to bring this with me, and it wasn't gonna be wet in my suitcase. But yeah, so I think that's my only. I stuffed some stuff behind me.
Technically, this one, right?
Oh yes, that one. See?
Yeah.
Yes.
Finished a lot of things.
Well, I did. Like, I think I needed that,
just
for
bust it
so
out.
long I hadn't been finishing anything. I've been all about the hats lately. So this is the Alaska hat. And it's not blocked, and there's one more end. See it dangling? That needs to be woven in. But this is with Maribel's yarn, and I have been sending her pictures of beautiful sunsets saying this needs to be a colorway. And like, when the sun is like super bright and like vivid, those were the inspirations.
This
so
does
she did
look
so
like the
good.
sun.
Yeah,
In the
right?
Pacific Northwest, this is exactly what it looks like some of the evenings.
And then like the orange and rose, and then by the time you get up to the top, it's like dark and moody. So
stars come out.
and then my last finished object
You
is
really finished a lot.
right. I mean,
I think this is the most finished.
that we've ever done. This was my airplane knitting and all of the fun stuff in Chicago. And the yarn is not from the shop. This is from Rhinebeck from last year. I bought one skein of DK, and I was like, I'm gonna just make a really pretty autumnal hat. This is called Free Breakfast. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And this was airplane knitting. I even knit it on a little architectural cruise around Chicago. I was the weirdo in the front of the boat, like just knitting away, and like it was this like field trip of little boys everywhere on this field trip, and they're just like, what you doing? It was really fun. But yeah, and then I finished it just after I got home. So yeah, this was.
So are you wearing it to
Chicago.
Rhinebeck this year?
I'm not going to Rhinebeck this year. I know I saw you're gonna be in Rhinebeck this year. At Woolen Folk. Yeah. I saw today on Instagram, like they were like scrolling through all the people that are there, and I'm like, I saw Jamie. Yeah, so I'll be wearing that at Oregon Flock and Fiber. So yeah, I think that's all my finished. What did you finish?
I did finish a couple things. Let's see, this one is, I would say the object is fully finished object.
Okay.
Because it is blocked. As you can see, it has also been seamed or grafted together.
It is so,
And the ends, I weave them in as I go, so I did not have to do anything other than weave in the end of my grafting
You're
yarn.
so good. Yes.
This is the Floral Doodle Cowl.
I'm gonna borrow it.
You can show it closer.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. The little roses turned out so
I love
good.
the snails. Those are my favorite ones.
Oh no! Oh, I thought they were roses. Oh no, they're snails.
They're snails.
Oh,
I love the bees.
The bees are
They're
cute
so
too.
cute.
oh, I thought they were. Oh, they are snails.
So this one, the charts from the Floral Doodle are already out. But I get a lot of requests to put the patterns on Ravelry, and my chart expansions, because they aren't a full pattern, they're charts only, are not actually able to be posted on Ravelry. They don't allow for chart only PDFs. And so by creating a full pattern of it, I can have all the instructions in one place, and also have the charts there. So for a lot of people that want to keep their Ravelry library as their like sole source of where they put their patterns, this one will soon be available on Ravelry.
I love it. And then you're kind of also giving them your formula. So like if somebody's like, if they fall in love with yours, they can make one exactly like it.
Yeah, so you could I don't know if you could get this kit anymore. She might re-release the kit when this comes out.
Yeah.
This is a Moon Glow yarn
that's right.
kit, and she does great colors.
Yes, and it's so soft.
It's so soft.
It's
my
so
favorite
soft.
colors to knit with.
Aww.
But yeah, so you could knit it exactly like this, or you could mix up all the charts and mix up all the colors and do kind of anything that you want.
Exactly.
So this one is going for test tomorrow. I don't know when this is posting, but
in
about a week.
sometime in the future.
so you'll probably have missed it, but this will test Knit Call tomorrow for the Infinity version, which looks like this, and then also a single-sided version, which I did not bring.
Yeah.
That one is also a fully finished object with the ends woven in, and it is also blocked.
I love it. So, like, yes, they might have missed by the time we publish this that testing, but you have testings going on all the time. So, like, people should follow you on Instagram and be watchful of what's coming up next.
It's true. The best way to hear about the test nets is with my email. So it'll always go through email. Usually that comes first, and then a couple hours later when I wake up in the morning, I put it on Instagram.
Yeah, so I'll have your Instagram information and then like a link to your website so you can sign up in the description box below.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I will say, while that is a fully finished object, the design part of it is not, like I was saying earlier. So if we're going to call that part of finishing a thing, the patterns are fully
beyond
written.
for us.
They've been tech edited. They will be tested, but then they'll be published in a couple weeks, end of July. And then my second one, this is more like a partially finished one. It's off the needles, but it's going to get back on the needles when I graft it. Is my new favorite one.
Oh my gosh.
It's still slightly damp because I blocked it today.
I love it so much. We can go get the fan and the heater.
Yeah.
It is so
This
gorgeous.
is my new favorite pattern. I like to tell my husband that whatever I'm working on currently is my new favorite.
Yes.
I love
the octopus.
The octopus is the best one. You can see there's shells and
Wasn't
waves.
there a mermaid too?
Octopus. This one on the back is a
back.
mermaid.
Yeah.
So you can see there's a mermaid tail and then a full mermaid, lots of waves, lots of fish. This is
I think this
Pacific
is your
Northwest
best ever too.
Ocean.
Although I don't know, my heart belongs to this one.
The mountain one is also my other favorite one. So I didn't show this, but I will real quick. This is also the mountain Doodle Cow. It's one of my favorites. That one I finished a while ago, so I don't think it counts as like a recently finished object.
It counts.
But it's done.
You gotta get a win.
I think I could love it because I test knitted cascades for you,
yes.
and so this brings me back to that, and I just love this.
It did take a couple. This motif specifically, I pulled from some of my other patterns. So my non-doodle patterns, I take inspiration from for the doodles. So, for example, there's one in one of these. Oh, the bee. The bee is from the Mellifera cowl. So I took a version of that, made it smaller and fit within the stitch 24 stitches for the doodle. And then you can now have a bee chart and put it on whatever you want. Someone yesterday on Instagram put it on a vest as a little hem detail. So
that would be
you can also use the charts any way you want.
You can.
I mean, it really is just light and dark stitch squares. And so you could use them on as embroidery. You could use them in weaving. You could use them to crochet color work. It doesn't have to be just knitting. I just only know how to knit.
But it unlocks, like, if you do mosaic crochet, like you can use these for so much more, and for cross stitch it would be perfectly like sized. So these cards are so much fun. You inspired me to cast on because I have horrible cast-on-itis. Are we on cast-on-itis now? I think we are.
This is all I brought. So.
I treated myself to your spring because I love all your florals, and then I stole one of her DK sets.
It's like you planned this.
Like I did. And I stole a little bit of Trilogy from the shop here, and I'm kind of doing it like one at a time. Like I'm doing one and then like going through the deck, and then okay, now I'm gonna do this one, and I have no plan at all. So
are you pulling randomly or are you selecting specifically?
I'm curating a little bit because I didn't want like a heart next to a heart. I don't remember. That's just ridiculousness. I like the deck because this is the one I'm working on, so I can remember remember, like, okay, that's that. So yeah, I don't want to have a heart next to a heart. So I curated like a collection of ones I like best, and then I'm just kind of like,
That makes sense.
yeah.
I like a little bit of planning.
Yeah. And like you have here, like you have some thinner ones and then some thicker ones, and that's I wanted like more
I do
of
like
that.
to balance
Yeah.
that. So like I don't like 3 big motifs right next to each
Exactly.
other. Kind of thin, thick, thin, just to balance it out.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was even thinking about like maybe grabbing from your basic just maybe some dashes and just
the
some
basic
like,
one
cool
has good filler
Yeah,
ones.
exactly. And some of those thinner ones that work. But
Yes.
they're so much fun. I mean, you've just done a great job on these and so much fun. I love them.
I will say that the summer one is coming soon.
I'm so excited about this.
Everybody keeps asking me about the summer one because I have spring, fall, and winter, and the basic is just kind of generic and it goes with everything. It's a good filler pack, but summer was missing, and that's because I didn't have any charts for it yet. But I do
Summer's
now.
coming.
Summer's coming this summer. Hopefully by the end of July,
Oh, wow.
I should have it. It's
Okay.
in production now.
Okay.
It's going to be a mix of the mountain one and the ocean one. The summer in the
The
Pacific
two
North.
new favorite children.
Yes, best ones. Summer's going to be my new favorite deck because it'll be my newest project.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but Pacific Northwest summers are all about hiking and mountains and oceans and all of that. So it's very summer vibey
It's
to
gonna
me.
be perfect. But you can kind of use them because you could even take the mountains and then have it go into autumn and grab some of your autumn ones.
Or even winter, like snowflakes above the mountains. You
Oh
can
my
totally do
gosh,
that.
that'd be so cute too.
So many ideas.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, I got the autumn and then I think winter, so I need to just collect them all.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Or we could share. We could have a little party where
I don't do good sharing.
You're like, I know.
Yeah, I have kids
share.
and they like to touch my
That's
stuff,
fair.
and it's like I don't share anymore.
My daughter always takes
True
my things.
story.
She
True
has
story.
been separating my sock sets. I have sock sets for different doodle socks that are coming later, and she'll pull out like 3 of the mini skeins and like take them elsewhere. I'm like, no, those need to be in this set. Those have to go with these colors.
I don't want to play hide and seek for that later.
So she's actually playing Yarn Shop, which is pretty cute.
Oh, I imagine like this little lemonade stand and she's selling yarn.
Well, so I've got like the big IKEA like white calyx shelves
yes.
full of yarn, and so she'll set up a little table in front of it and then grab some skeins and put them out, and then I have to come in as a customer and I tell her what I'm looking for, and she finds the colors that I like, and then she puts them in a little bag and I take them away.
That is the best. That is the best. She's
mine
hired.
goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, just knitting, and they're like, is that for me? And I'm like,
Aw.
no. And I was like, do you want me to make you something? Like, yeah, but we have to go see the sticker lady.
I'm the
You're
sticker,
the sticker
lady.
lady.
And
You
so
know,
I was looking at your
Brave-
stickers earlier.
Brave kids with stickers. We also have your stickers here. Yeah, I love that. Like, I really want to knit your new mountain one and then doodle my sticker exactly how my mountain is, and then like I have a completely. You can see my little frost buddy over there. It has no stickers on it. It needs to have stickers on it.
I really have this aversion to permanently putting stickers on
me
anything.
too.
No, it's like it's hard. I have decision paralysis. That's why it has nothing on it. It's a sickness. But.
Well, what's really funny is I have full tattoo sleeves on both sides, and
so you can decide that. But
I'm
the
very
cup-
confident in what I want tattooed on my body, and as soon as I'm done nursing, I will get another tattoo when I'm able to, because I want
Awesome.
like a giant mermaid. Maybe I'll get an octopus. Actually, that would be cool.
Just do
but
this.
stickers, I can't put stickers anywhere because it's too permanent.
Yeah. It's like, because, I don't know,
so funny.
once it's like on there, it's like, but what if you want to move it anywhere else? And then you're like,
But it's even with my stickers. I have 150 of them right here to sell, and I still can't take one and put it somewhere because it will just ruin everything.
It's I like that. It's too permanent. Not the tattoos on your body.
No,
but-
I've gotten spontaneous tattoos before. I was like, yeah, let's just get this one.
I love that. Well, is it okay if I ask a couple questions to
Is
better?
this a game show?
Yes, to better. And I am your host.
I will say,
Oh,
I don't
yes.
know what the question
Yeah. I
So.
barely do. so there's odd questions, and then there's knitting related questions. And
Oh,
knit.
wait. I'm a knitter.
Don't tell anybody, but I think you are.
You know, actually, July is my 3-year anniversary for designing patterns.
Is it really? And it was just your 3-year anniversary?
Yeah, of Rainier Roses.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love that. I love what the pandemic has done for us.
I started knitting after COVID started.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I started my business.
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah,
and I had
And she had a brand new baby.
newborn baby.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. And she was a brand new.
Like the same age.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah. I know.
at
It
this
is.
point.
Oh, twinsies. Well, if you could only knit one pattern for the rest of your life, what would it be?
What do you think the answer is?
Doodle?
I would say doodle patterns because the tagline is endless customization with
True
one
story.
pattern.
So would it be the infinity style
Oh,
or?
I love the infinity style
Yeah.
ones. Like, these ones are fine, the single-sided with the little ribbing and all.
Yeah.
I like this because when you are done, you're done. You
Yes.
don't have to, like, graft it.
Yeah.
However, I love the seamless infinity style because there's no wrong side. You don't have to worry about, like, standing up. It's, like,
Yeah.
extra cozy and...
I love the way these can display like here in the shop can display.
But when you're wearing them,
but when you're
harder
wearing
to
them,
see.
I think the infinity loop is
Photographing these on a body
is
really
hard. I know you have to like hold it up. Yeah.
Exactly. You have to do this. But I would knit infinity doodle cowls, and I would use all of my charts.
Yeah. Every single chart. It would be the longest
I want to
infinity.
do one with all the charts though. Like we count it and see at gauge
Wait,
how long.
that would be really long.
if
It'd
we
be like
knit
a
every
whole
chart.
tapestry.
It would be seasonal. You could knit a
Yeah.
seasonal one from start to finish.
You could.
I just had a new idea.
But it would wrap around your body 62 times.
She doesn't have to be wearable.
Yeah.
What if
you
I
know?
changed it to fingering weight? Maybe it would be shorter.
Yeah, no, I like
I
that.
kind of need to do that.
What would you knit?
It'd have to be shawls.
Yeah.
Shawls. I don't
Yeah.
wear shawls,
I know.
but I like to knit
I know.
shawls.
I
This
really
is your
love
process
knitting.
knitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a product knitter. This was a product.
That was a product.
I'm not a product knitter. I don't care when they're done, whatever.
Yeah.
I usually cannibalize my stuff, so I'll like knit a whole sweater and just need like half a sleeve, and then I'm like, I don't like this anymore, and then just start knitting off of it.
It's true.
That totally works.
Yeah.
You should recycle your yarn that way, though.
Yeah.
If you don't like the thing, just pull it out and do
Turn
something
into
else.
something else. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the beauty of yarn. I would I'm asking the questions of myself as well.
Jen, if you could knit anything or but the one thing.
Yeah, it would probably be shawls. I just really enjoy knitting shawls.
All right, sounds like I need to design a doodle shawl.
Yeah, yes you
Yeah.
do. Yes you do.
But I have to learn how to steek to do that because I'm not going to knit it flat.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, steeking is fun. We can
Talk about it, yeah.
If you could work in a circus, what job would you have and why?
Knitter.
I think I'd just be a general clown, and probably knitting while I was
Circus.
clowning.
That's
Yeah. That's really weird, huh?
I don't know. I haven't been to a circus in a really long time. I used to do set design when I was a kid. I would paint the backgrounds of the sets for like high school and middle school plays.
Yeah.
But I don't think circuses have backdrops like that.
Yeah.
So probably not that.
Yeah.
I would do concessions. Yeah.
Oh, can I
I'm not,
work
I
the
don't.
coffee Done.
I didn't even think of that as an answer.
I will work the coffee
I don't
cart.
want to perform. I just want to
I
like.
just want to be there.
Yeah.
That was the most random. It was weird. What is the item that you have knit/designed that you are most proud of? Is it like the most recent?
Well, it always is.
Yeah.
It's not. Well, my favorite one is always the most recent
Yeah.
one. But I'm most proud of the deck of cards.
I love your
This
deck.
is not like a pattern per se or something that I knit, but this is just, it's really cool and fun, and I love how they turned out, and they're so much fun to like share with people and see them like, oh, their eyes light up that they can figure out how to actually like modify something for the first time, which is really cool.
And that's like the road to becoming a designer, right? It's when you
Exactly.
see that you can take this and add your own spice to it. Then you start going, ooh, I wonder if I did this. And, and then, maybe take, like I did a baby flax and I added one of the, or a couple of the charts and like,
Fill me more of
then,
that.
yes. And then like, I was then designing a sweater, right?
Exactly.
You know, so yeah, I mean, I took the construction from a free pattern found on the internet, but yeah, you can feel like a little bit of a designer.
Well, I think that's a good place to start out.
It is.
If you want a designer, you want to just like
Dip your toe.
Yeah, dip your toe.
Yeah.
That's how I started. I never wanted to knit a pattern exactly as it was written, so I write patterns that don't have to be knit as they're written.
Exactly. If you want it to be less stitches around or more stitches around, you just have to stay within the chart repeats. But you can make it
I even
happen.
tell you how to cut charts in half.
Oh.
You've like thought it.
Yeah,
you thought of all the shortcuts.
Yeah. Like, how is somebody going to hack this? I'll tell you how.
Exactly. I want my patterns hacked.
Yes, I love that. What are you most proud of?
This.
Sparkly thing.
So this is like a tenacity thing.
Yes,
like I stuck with it kind of thing.
Well, I've mentioned before, like, technically this was, I used to call it like my dreaded COVID shawl.
When you started this like at the beginning of COVID?
Yes. So I bought like 2 kits from here when
everything when everything kind of shut down, this had just released.
The pattern had just released.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, I just had a newborn baby and COVID and everything was scary and I just wanted to knit something. But the pattern has like 6 to 8 row repeats and I would just read the first 2 and then I think I was doing it right. And then I'm like, this far, I'm like, this does not look right. So I restarted it a whole bunch of times, gave up on it, and then this year, I was like, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, it happened, and that's why I finished it.
You did finish it.
I'm so proud of you.
This is my only product.
It's so easy to let something like that go, right?
Well, so
it's
you're going to wear this one then?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's a shop sample, but it's for me.
She'll wear it when she's in the shop. You know, it works well. I think I'm like whatever's my most proud is whatever I finished most recently. So I kind of feel you. Like it's like
so this one.
Yeah. Well, actually, I did this one here. I'm very proud of this because I don't do lace, and like this is it's a lot of pride there. Okay, I'm gonna skip over some. Dream knitting vacation. Where would you love to go on vacation?
Oh gosh. So as the mother of a 4-month-old,
this is your dream vacation.
And a 5-year-old. Any place where I can knit without having to have kids.
Yeah.
But I saw a couple recently knitting cruises.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going on one in August.
But that sounds cool. Like I want to take a cruise to like Iceland, somewhere cold and icy and like northern, and just sit and knit and look at sheep and look at icebergs and that sounds fun.
I'm on. Yeah.
You know, as soon as you said that, I had already thought my house, no kids. Because I have a 5 and a 3-year-old. But then you said northern, and my best friend is going to relocate to Norway in the next 2 years, and I'm like,
really?
I need to go visit.
You do.
Well, so my sibling just relocated to Tasmania, which, it's in Australia. It's an island south of Australia, and it's actually quite cold, very similar to Seattle from like a temperament standpoint, so like temperature. And so we're going to probably go visit there. You can knit like in the mountains and look at like wallabies walking by.
Oh, I love that.
But our kids have to stay not with us.
Yeah. Like we can love them and
I'll text and say, oh my gosh, I miss them so much.
That's the thing is, like mine are at Grandma and Papa's right now and I miss them so much, and then they're gonna come home and I'll be like,
That's how it is.
It is, and that's parenthood. So new in the shop, we don't have a whole lot of new inventory because I have been purchasing a ton of stuff, but it's for the fall. So
How can you possibly save it that long?
I know. Well, some of it won't ship until the fall, so then I'll be surprised when it shows up.
you forgot.
Because I won't remember.
It's like when I order things from Amazon. I'm like, wait, what was this?
And you have to go check the app. You're like, what in the world did I order? Yep. This is the July colorway from Apple Fiber Studio. We do their Pretty Yarn Club of the Month, and this is Parasol. And so that will be on our website in July. And then also a brand new thing hitting the floor is actually kind of inspired by you. Because when you knit all these gorgeous things, you have little balls of yarn left over that like you're like, okay, I still have this much left over, but I want to save this for the next time I do a doodle and I need teal yarn. So this is called the random ball sack.
Oh my God.
And it comes with the pin of sock, decay, or worsted, and you put the pin on the outside.
That is a great idea.
So you know what the inside is. So I designed them. I'm being all sorts of designery.
I like this idea.
Yes. So these will be available in the shop, and you can pick your bag, and you can pick your you can pick all 3 pins or whatever. Pick a pin. And then so like when I'm doing the knitting the national parks books, this is left over from the last hat that I showed last month, and so I can put it all in here. And then when I'm ready to go knit another national parks book, I can look in here and see what yarn I
have to ask.
Yes.
Is your stash of leftovers that small?
Well, by the time this is full, you should be knitting a hat or a
That's
cowl.
actually a great idea. Don't let it get full.
Yeah, it can get full.
If it's getting full, you got to knit something scrappy.
We're not going to talk about all the tubs of yarn.
I have a larger stash of leftover yarn.
Yes.
But I do a lot of color work with little pieces.
Exactly. And then like the cowl that I'm doing of yours, you know, I can put these little bits in my DK stash, and then the next time that I'm ready to, you know, cast on this gorgeous little octopus, I can grab that yarn and
roses yarn.
Yes,
great for
exactly. So yeah, this was just out of a like, and most of my scraps like are from mini skeins and not from 100 gram balls. But
how much of that did you use? Like 1 inch?
No. Oh, I put it in the back. Like a whole, the whole brim, and there's still this much yarn, and it was a folded over brim. It keeps growing. I know. I know.
I like these little things.
Yes. So this is my when I can't sleep, I think of random things, and this has been the most recent.
I call that strategic daydreaming.
I like that. That sounds a lot better than insomnia. That sounds like a businessy term.
Oh, I do have one last thing to talk about.
Yes.
Our advent party.
Yes! Advent party!
So, this is my bag with peanut butter and jelly on it because my kids touch my stuff.
It's like a scratch and sniff.
But you got a question about like what kind of
Colors. Yes.
So I brought kind of examples. So if you're worried about something being like too bright and loud.
No, I want that.
Like I will have pastels and neutrals, and then like some sort of fading. So like those kind of fade together. And then
Go together.
like these blue ones go together too.
So then you could pick in your advent, you can pick, okay, I just want shades of blue. And so you could pick maybe, 5 or 6 shades of blue and then do notions for the other 6. Or you could even just do a 5 mini skeins in your advent, and then everything else is all notions. So, there will be colors.
Plenty of colors, like not just these. So again, the point of the party is you get to choose.
Exactly.
If you don't like this, but you like this, then don't put this in there.
Exactly.
You know?
See, I definitely like one of those better than the other
one. But like I'm not a fan.
One the most.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a rose in my garden, and so I was like, I need to make something.
It's really
This would
pretty.
also make a good octopus.
It would. Yeah.
It would. And they're going to be in a fingering weight and in DK weight.
Yes.
So,
but I'm only going to have one base, which is the 75-25 classic.
Which is really, that's what this is, right?
No, I accidentally did mine in sparkle.
I thought I was seeing sparkle, and then I was like, no, it's just sparkle that got off. Else. But anyway, this is kind of her inspiration for the palette that she'll be bringing to the party. And again, we're going to be having advent parties in July. We have 2 dates, and then we will repeat it again in November. The thinking is you can pack up your own advent in July and forget about what's in it by December when you open it.
That is a true fact.
And you know exactly that you like everything in it.
Yeah, because you'll forget. I'll forget, but then when I open it, I'm like, oh, this is exactly what I like. So it's like a double surprise, you know?
Exactly. So, yeah. Well, I think we are well on our way to having a pretty good July full of yarny goodness. Do you have any goal setting for next month?
One.
What?
Just because I want to get through my whips. And I didn't bring one. It's a cross-stitching piece. It's pretty big. It's a cryptid stitch-along that was from like 2 years ago.
Is that the one with the Bigfoot? No, that's the...
Yes.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's got a whole bunch of cryptids, like Mothman,
I love
Bigfoot.
it.
And I started it when the stitch-along started in August of 2021. And it has to be done before August 1st of this year.
That's your self-imposed?
That is
or
my
like the police will come to your house?
They might as well. You know, at this point, I'm the police. I'm taking myself to jail because like 2 years for a whip is a little too long for me.
Okay.
I've had whips longer than that.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, I
see,
definitely do.
I have, but then I just like cannibalize them.
If you unwhip
I just shove them
it's
further
fine.
into the abyss.
But I can't cannibalize
Yeah.
the cross stitch,
Yeah.
and so it's got to get done.
But you
Okay.
can't frog a cross stitch?
You can, but like turn it
You
into
can't like
something else.
reuse, yeah.
I mean, you can reuse the fabric,
Yeah.
but
But like the thread or the
no,
floss
yeah,
wouldn't.
it's all you rip it out, it's cut,
It's
done.
gone.
Yeah, that's my only goal is.
All right. Well, I look forward to that. I'm gonna do some. I'm coming upon a little vacation. I'm gonna do some vacation knitting. So next
great.
month I will have all. Hopefully, it's a lot of knitting. I don't know. Like it's 7 days. Like is 4 projects too much for 7 days?
7 projects.
Yes,
One
just
per
in
day.
case, yeah, you get bored of one, you know.
7 projects for 7 days. My knitting bag is like this big, and my clothing bag is like this big.
If you knit fast enough, you can wear it.
My own clothing. No, obviously it takes much longer, but yeah, I might even have to bring this because we're going.
It's cold, right?
Yeah, it's colder up there. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, special guest,
this
for
was fun.
coming. And you can
this.
find. We're gonna pat her down on the way out. You can find Maribel will put all of her information on where you can find her, and then you can find her cards and stickers here in the shop, and then also on her website as well. So thank you, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
So then when you want to go do a doodle, you grab your random ball sack that has DK in it, and then you can just
How can you
dive
say
it.
that with a straight face?
There's a video going, so
So we're gonna
We're gonna start over again.
Oh, it wasn't going the whole time.
That was practice.
Okay, hold on. I went to get the snail because I think it's so cute. Even though I thought it was a rose.
yeah. Okay.
If I don't stand really still, this is the picture of me.